Thank you, and welcome everyone to our session on automation in government, AI-empowered contracting. Today, we would like to talk a little bit about how AI-powered CLM can help public sector organizations in a variety of ways and support them in the achievement of their goals and missions. But first, let us introduce ourselves. My name is George Sellner, and I'm the Senior Director of Industry Solutions within the public sector here at iCertis. I've spent my entire career supporting and helping a variety of organizations improve their approach to procurement, both through the use of advanced tools such as artificial intelligence and machine learning to help automate many aspects of the acquisition process, as well as simplifying and identifying areas of supply chain inefficiencies for automation. And now I'd like to present my co-presenter, Paul Pabla. Paul, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, George, and thank you everyone who's listening to this event. My name is Paul Pabla, and I am the CEO of ThoughtStorm. We are born out of the public sector, and this remains our core focus. Mainly, primarily, our vision is into the federal, provincial, municipal, and broader public sector level. Personally speaking, I've spent over 20 years in various technology and management roles to deliver projects both for the public and the private sector. And out of these 20 years, 10 years been in the public sector with the government of Ontario, and led various transformation initiatives. It was during this time frame that the idea for ThoughtStorm came about, and since then, 3+ years onwards, we are 90+ person strong team, and we have a presence in 3 countries, and we're looking forward to this session together.
Thank you. So let's jump in, shall we? Let's take a look at where we see the current state of automation within many of our customers. Government leaders and elected officials face enormous challenges and opportunities in 2022 as a result of pandemic and economic recovery responses, changing political demands, and continuing digital disruptions. A strong digital leadership initiative is essential to address these macro challenges in 2022. For government organizations, these macro challenges provide the context for implementing flexible business, operating, and organizational models. The goal is to connect technology investments with public policy objectives. Government organizations can demonstrate in an uncertain and evolving environment that digital investments are more than just tactical investments. They also enhance business capabilities. With macro challenges and public sector constraints, government organizations are, figuratively speaking, caught between a rock and a hard place. By leveraging the technology trends, governments can improve their institutional agility by investments that will improve the IT and overall capabilities of their organizations. This slide here illustrates some key trends we see within the government organizations and what they're following to ensure that they are prepared to perform their specified missions. Slide, please. Given trends and predictions, how can an organization grow its CLM capabilities to address their key pain points? Well, first, we think it's necessary to understand the path an organization takes in utilizing contract lifecycle management. To that end, here at iCertis, we see 5 stages an organization goes through to reach the full potential of their CLM implementation. The journey begins with stage 1, an electronic repository for their contracts. Secondly, at stage 2, the ability to analyze the data within the repository, helping identify duplications, conflicts, and obligations. Moving up the steps to stage 3, integration occurs, allowing for more complete and efficient compliance with contractual commitments. Stage 4, increased automation, promoting faster cycle times and acceleration of deliverables. Finally, stage 5, optimization. By that, we mean the maximization of the contract's value by leveraging AI to track and manage obligations and SLAs, thus reducing risk for making those obligations actionable. Paul, Has ThoughtStorm seen similar maturity paths by the customers you've helped implement CLM solutions?
Yeah, George, yes, more or so. What we have seen is, and I'll focus a little bit on the technology, side of the considerations. Every organization, and especially we have seen in the public sector, they got a lot of legacy debt, what we call it. With these legacy systems, they don't lend themselves to a very seamless integration with the newer cloud technologies. There are a lot of internal and external interfaces in and out, which makes it harder sometimes to drive the anticipated benefits and the realization of those benefits. Organizations involve a lot of manual processes. We have to develop customizations on top of this. And this goes back to George, your point that when you're going through these phases, if you follow the well-defined path, you're gonna be more likely be on the successful side of the implementation. Now, we talk about a little bit going more deep into this. Sometimes the clients are using more than one systems. As I mentioned, they have manual systems repeated as well. So the data transformations kind of varies in and out. There's also the organizational change management aspect of it. The whole procurement and the spend management is one of the oldest function in any organizations. And so bringing people to leverage the newer technologies, the newer way of things is also becomes challenging. But given what we have available within the iCertis platform and what ThoughtStorm can bring to the table. And if we follow all of these maturity paths and the phases, we are very confident that we can put together a successful implementation for each of our client and the partners.
So let's move on then, shall we, and discuss how AI can empower contracting lifecycle management. Artificial intelligence, or AI, allows procurement organizations to solve complex problems more efficiently or effectively using smart computer algorithms. AI can be embedded into a number of software applications, from spend analysis to contract management and strategic sourcing. A recent study by the Harvard Business Review and Deloitte identified key areas where organizations are expecting to see the most success with their AI investments. While each organization has its own challenges, of course, and opportunities, several common opportunities have arisen. First, the ability to make better decisions. Artificial intelligence can provide timely analytics and data-driven insights to make better sourcing decisions. Identifying new opportunities and shifting through vast amounts of data, AI can uncover new savings or revenue opportunities. Improving operations. AI has the potential to streamline or align internal business operations, even in large organizations with many business units or geographic locations. Automating many manual tasks. AI can automate many time-consuming tasks, such as monthly processes or procurement performance reporting. Freeing up time by taking care of more routine tasks. AI can free up procurement resources for more creative or strategic tasks like key supplier relationship management. AI can help capture or apply scarce knowledge, help organizations capture relevant new sources of data, for example, from external data sources like the internet. It can help identify new suppliers and markets with access to vast amounts of external data. AI can help identify new suppliers and even the markets that they're operating in. And of course, optimize supplier relationships. It has the potential to make that supplier relationship management more data informed, more geared towards the vast amounts of data organizations already have stored in them, and be able to surface that information and make key decisions about that. And so finally, let's take a look at where we see automation within these procurement shops.
So when we look at the automation in the contract language, we look at the different phases, the way the contracts are organized, from the creation to the negotiation to the execution and to the compliance thereof. We look at making a lot of manual or sometimes unforgotten activities, coming to the forefront of everything with the use of the AI. So in the creation, it's the centralization of documents. We can build a very powerful engine with the tagging and a lot of other features to put all the relevance documents together, which are pertaining to one contract. We can monitor the progress of how the whole contract is being created and also send out the status alerts on the different phases we have defined in the beginning. During the negotiations, because there are multiple parties involved, sometimes it's very hard to keep track of who's working on what, the clause, not just even a document. So we can implement the flags and the alerts for the important points as well as for the milestones, and also send out notifications for key upcoming dates, either they're internal or external. When it comes to the execution, access to the key data is very, very important. The contract is now active. We want to make sure that everyone is familiar and aware of what the contract states and how it's going to be implemented. The change management, the contract will change from time to time. There will be some addendums, there will be some changes to that. So making sure keeping a baseline copy as well as ensuring that all the change is documented, and AI is helping us to give us that the full visibility from the end to end. What was the beginning state? What is the end state of that, the new contract addendum, and so on and so forth. And finally, the whole idea with the contract is monitoring the compliance. At the end of the day, all of this is done to make sure that the contract is implemented and is compliant with. So we can set up various activity within the compliance side of the contract, as well as the contracts will have their own defined dates when the contract is active and it's going to get renewed. And there's so many other clauses we can define within a single contract with multiple vendors. So alerts for those key dates, they all can be configured. All of this, what it ensures is leveraging the AI capability within the iCertis engine. We can make this whole contract flow from end to end seamless and make sure that it is complied with, the contract is executed at the right time, and it is adhered to, which is the crux of the whole contract management. George, anything you want to add?
No, I think, Paul, you have summed it up very well. And I think that we are seeing real success with our customers in automating and using AI in those areas that were identified. And I think at this point, we would open it up normally to any questions from the audience. But unfortunately, this is a recorded session. We do have, though we are monitoring the chat. So if there are questions, please put them into chat and we will make sure that they're addressed in a timely manner. Thank you for attending today's session. And I hope that we were able to at least spark some interest in looking at some of the areas that AI is being used in automation within the contracting organizations. And we hope that everyone has a great day and enjoys the rest of the session. Thank you.
Thank you.